You get, even from doctors, you get really weird simplistic solutions like drink vinegar and eat ginger and all of this stuff. And the New Age gurus tell you to eat tons of probiotics and really simplistic, dumb kind of solutions that actually don't work and that in most cases will make you sicker. Hi everybody, my name is Christian Nix. I'm the author of the Pivot Protocol. If you're new to this material and you're just finding us, welcome. In this short video, I want to talk to you about one of the things that's kind of weird for people when you first discover this approach and that may not make sense. I want to help it make sense to you quickly so that you understand that what you're doing here has great advantages over and above the modern medical approach for treating reflux. When you have a chronic digestive illness, you do not have one thing going on. Now, this is probably obvious to a lot of you, but remember, your doctor only thinks in this sort of one-dimensional manner in which the whole problem is too much stomach acid. That's it. There's nothing else going on. It's just too much stomach acid. So you get a pill to block stomach acid, and that's supposed to solve the problem, but it never does. In fact, it probably digs the hole deeper, as most of you have discovered. If you're watching this video, you already know that taking acid blockers not only doesn't help, it actually makes you much worse in the long run, for reasons that I go into inside the protocol and that I won't revisit here. The main point that I'm sharing with you in this video is everybody with chronic digestive illness has multiple things going on. There's no such thing as a chronic condition with one simple thing going on. And so you have to retool your thinking that it's something simplistic, like too much stomach acid. I mean, if your digestive problem was just, I somehow started producing too much stomach acid, so if we take a pill to block it, that will fix it, and it worked, well, first of all, if it was one thing, your body would fix that, right? If something goes out of balance, your body fixes it if it's something simple. What you have when you have chronic digestive imbalance and chronic digestive symptoms like acid reflux or even hardcore, autoimmune IBS, it doesn't really matter. When you're talking about digestion, you're talking about something with multiple factors. You're talking about a multiplicity of things that has gone out of balance inside your body, and this is the big how about it, those factors are all reinforcing one another. So what you get is a pattern of symptoms. Now, the good news here is it's not a random pattern. It's not just anything happening. It's not all, it will feel like all hell is breaking loose. I mean, when you're having serious chronic digestive illness, all hell is breaking loose. You don't need me to tell you that. But it's not a random assortment of things that's happening. They're related. Your symptoms are actually related to one another. And also, even things that seem unrelated to digestion are related to your digestive system. So here I'm talking about, poor sleep, migraine headaches, stuff that you don't associate as, that's not a digestive symptom. It's like, no, that's absolutely related to your digestive system. And when your digestive system gets out of whack bad enough, all kinds of things that seem unrelated will start to pop up, and they're all forming a pattern. So the advantage of the Pivot Protocol is that you're learning to treat a pattern of symptoms, a pattern that is not random, a pattern in which your symptoms relate to one another, and we're navigating our way through the various things that make up your specific pattern of symptoms. So in other words, when I give you the quiz, and if you haven't taken the quiz, it should be probably linked below this video, you can find out your dominant reflux type. We do that based on your dominant symptoms, not surprisingly. Now, your organs all influence one another. I mean, this is something that your doctor, again, pays no attention to. Again, there is no such thing as one thing going on in a chronic digestive condition, so if your liver is too hot, you have liver reflux, right, according to the quiz. Well, what's happening to your spleen? If something's happening to your spleen, is that causing dampness? Probably it is. If you have dampness, is that also contributing to liver heat, or do you end up with dryness? Probably the answer to both those questions is, at some point, yes. And so, in other words, all of these things are related, and that's what you're learning inside the Pivot Protocol, is how they are related. Once you understand this, and it only takes really a few minutes of, I do a lecture at the very beginning of the Phase 1 material, explaining to you how all your organs are related so that you understand your pattern. I can't tell you your pattern because, again, I don't know you and I'm not pretending to diagnose people over the internet, but you know your pattern. If I ask you a few questions, which is really what the quiz is, the first question, and then inside the Pivot Protocol, we're going to go deep inside your condition so that you know exactly what is going on with your situation. and you sort of plot out, okay, I have this but not this, I have that but not the other one. Yes, I have dampness, no, I don't have dryness, right on down the line, so you have a really clear picture of all your 4 pivotal organs and exactly how they're interacting together and what your pattern of symptoms actually is. And once we know this, now we have something to work with, because now we can treat all of those things at one time. So you do not have one simple thing. You do not have a simplistic situation causing your chronic digestive illness day after day, month after month, year after year. In some people's cases, remember, I get emails from all kinds of people with digestive illness, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of digestive hell, not understanding and never having been told and never really having somebody shown you how all of this stuff fits together and why your organs are acting the way that they do, and why this organ is causing this organ to do this, which is causing this organ to do this, and how the whole chain reaction is actually working. This is a revelation to people. Once you understand that you have a pattern of symptoms, you really have what you need to then go out and find the right solutions. Most of the so-called experts, these fake experts online, who've never really practiced medicine, or even doctors who you assume have a lot of clinical experience, but who don't really have they don't have a holistic understanding of digestive health, so they don't have any kind of understanding of chronic digestive illness. And again, right, you get, even from doctors, you get really weird simplistic solutions like drink vinegar and eat ginger and all of this stuff, and the new age gurus tell you to eat tons of probiotics, and really simplistic, dumb kind of solutions that actually don't work, and that in most cases will make you sicker. Sometimes there's a time to drink something warming like vinegar. Sometimes you could even add ginger to a certain situation, and it might help in a certain condition with a certain person with a certain a certain pattern of symptoms. The question is who? And you want to know the answer to that question long before you start applying solutions. So what makes the pivot protocol different? Well, we're putting this intermediate step in place where before we talk about how you solve it, before we talk about what you're going to do to beat acid reflux or IBS or anything else that you're dealing with, we need to know a little bit more about your specific pattern of your condition, your symptoms. We need to know what's going on in your specific case. And once we do know that, the solutions are actually the easy part. Okay? So if you haven't gotten started yet, or you're just finding the pivot protocol for the first time, by all means, click below, take the quiz, find out about your specific reflux type, and then from there, we'll dive deeper into what you're going to do to fix your entire digestive system. I hope that helps. If you have questions or you want me to talk about something specific in these videos, please let me know. You can post whatever platform we're on, wherever you're seeing this. Send me your questions. My assistant will get it to me. And if enough people ask, I'll certainly shoot a dedicated video to it. Okay? Thanks very much.